It's an all request weekend. More music coming your way from Bishop Norman Hutchins and much more coming up after this on your radio dial. The music of Bishop Norman Hutchins will never die on my radio broadcast and television broadcast. I've been producing Norman, all his videos, for 30 years. 30 years. Norman and I were literally best friends. We talked every other day. The day before he died, Norman called me and talked to me for 2.5 hours while he was in the lift car riding around LA to go pick up his truck. And he just talked to me. I've got masters, videos in my vault of stuff we've never released. But through Lady Karen, you're going to see everything, because this legacy will never die. He loved Karen. God, did he love Karen. And he was for real, too. He loved Karen. He wasn't playing games. In my closing, Norman and I, he said, I want that Hollywood stuff when you do the, you know, like what you did on NBC and CBS, all their war shows. I want that. I said, Norman, we can't do that. I want that on all my stuff. Okay, no, we're going to do that. So we had 2 disagreements. The first disagreement was, like Jason White said, Emmanuel. You know, Emmanuel was born out of him working at a recycle plant, and he wrote that song in the bin, selling pop cans and bottles. We did Emmanuel. He says, Steve, I want to do this Christmas song. I said, Norman, Jason gave you the musical part. I'm going to give you the video part. I said, Norman, we can't do Emmanuel. He says, Steve, I need to do this song, Emmanuel. I said, Norman, it's March, it's hot outside, and I ain't got no snow, I ain't got no Santa, I ain't got no trees. And you know in Norman's voice, you gonna do Emmanuel. I said, all right, Norman, we'll do Emmanuel. Look where it's gone. Look where it's gone. I got a call the other day, a school named Emmanuel Elementary School, Akron, Ohio. That is their theme song. And the children sent me the video of them singing that theme song. Our second argument was this song called God's Got a Blessing. He walks in, I said, what's that? Him and Jason had to hash that out. He came to me, what's that? He said, that's my guitar. I said, how long you been playing that guitar? Couple weeks. I said, Doc, that's not gonna work on my video. Come on, Brother Steve. I said, Doc, that's not gonna work. I can't. So this is the truth. So here's the trick. Watch the video. I said, all right, we're gonna compromise. You're gonna start the song off, and you're gonna play the song. And then midway of the song, if that guitar don't work, I'm gonna take an audience shot. I'm gonna have somebody come get it and take it off the stage. And you finish the song singing into the microphone. So when you watch the video, right now, you'll see, wait a minute, how did Norman start off the song with the guitar, and midway the guitar is gone? Because I say in editing and post-production, if you jack up the first part of the song, I can fix the second half and make it look good and use the applause from somebody else's show to clean it up and make it work. I said, okay.
I welcome you guys back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So, as we are still mourning, commemorating the life, the legacy of the legend that is Bishop Dr. Norman Hutchins Sr., a man who passed on just a couple of days ago. We saw the musical celebration of life service that was on Wednesday, June 18, 2025. And of course, there was a public viewing, then the musical tribute celebration. And of course, today, you know, we are actually evidencing the homegoing service that is themed with love and unity, you know, at the Love Unity Christian COGIC campus that is in California. The viewing actually started at around 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and so many family members, so many friends, have gathered together to pay their last respects to the legend that is Dr. Norman Hutchins, a giant of the music industry, a giant of the gospel music, a man who actually dedicated his entire life, to serve God, to serve Jesus Christ, and of course to enrich people in their souls with gospel, with evangelism, and of course the word of God. It's going to be really very epic, and of course from the footage we've just seen, so many speakers are coming out, so many bishops, so many men of God, women of God are actually gathering together, to pay their last respects. Some of the few notable names we've just seen, there was David Dote, Marquis Williams, Roman Collins, Makita Knight, and so many other men of God, so many other musicians, great musicians of gospel, have all gathered together, to pay their last respects. We are remembering the legend, and of course we are celebrating his legacy. The wife Karen is also in attendance, family members, the children, and of course everyone who loved Dr. Norman Hutchins is in attendance, to commemorate his legacy, life, and of course pay their pay respects. It's really a moment to gather and reflect, honor, and celebrate a remarkable life that touched so many lives. And of course, we always encourage you to please keep your prayers in the Hutchins family. Going through a very difficult moment in this moment in time. Rest in power, the King, Dr. Bishop Norman Hutchins.